How's it going, Collierville families? It's Mario Hogue with the Communications Department at Collierville Schools. Super excited. I'm in Collierville Elementary today. I'm here to talk to Mr. Sawyer, our principal of Collierville Elementary, and we just want to give you a close look as to what the school year will look like, not only for our students, but for the families of Collierville Elementary. Mr. Sawyer, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Glad to have you out. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having us. So, Mr. Sawyer, there's been a lot going on this school year since we closed in March. Talk to me about what preparations have looked like in the school building during the COVID-19 times.
Absolutely. And so one of the big things that we're doing right now is cleaning all of our surfaces and putting new procedures and things like that in place so that when students come in, the building is as safe and as clean as it possibly can be, not just when they enter, but also throughout the day. One of the added benefits we have this year is we have someone who is in the building wearing a red shirt, and all they do all day long is touch and clean our high-touch surfaces. So they're cleaning door handles, they're cleaning light switches, they're cleaning walls, things like that, in the restroom areas especially, as the students come back and forth.
Oh, fantastic.
In our restrooms themselves, instead of the water fountains that we traditionally have, we also have now these water bottle filling stations. We've asked our kids to bring water bottles when they come back to school, so they're able to use those water bottle filling stations instead of having to touch the water fountains themselves. The filling stations are hands-free, which really work out well also. To get a paper towel out of the paper towel dispenser, that's touch-free as well.
Awesome.
Changed all of that. We've also been working with our teachers on what's the best way for us to do things such as arrival and dismissal, our lunch, and things of that nature. For arrival, it's going to be done pretty much the same way as we've done in the past.
Okay.
However, dismissal is going to take us a little while because we want to make sure that we are social distancing as kids leave the building. And so because of that, we're not going to be able to dismiss everybody all at the same time. We're going to stagger our dismissal with dismissing our car riders first and then later looking at buses and our walkers from there.
Very good. So it sounds like they've been making some progress and being really proactive, and not only in the school building, but across the classrooms, making sure that we're removing a lot of the physical structures, so we're removing a lot of the touch surface points so that it allows for our cleaning crew, custodial, to come in and know exactly what they need to clean, and they're also very efficient and effective at that. Talk to me about maybe what lunch will look like this school year for our grade levels.
Sure. So the way we have it set up is that children will have lunch in their classroom. The lunches will be placed on carts and will be wheeled down to the classroom by either a lunchroom personnel or assistant, and then they'll be dropped off in clamshell containers. Students pre-order first thing in the morning in order to decide what they want and when they're going to get that.
Gotcha.
From there, there will be trash cans and things of that nature that are set outside every hallway for kids to keep the food outside of the classroom. After lunch is over with, teachers have wipes, they have sanitation spray that they're able to spray down as well in order to clean those areas and before they get back to work.
Gotcha. So we do have to require masks to be worn at all times based off of the guidance that we just received from not only the state level, but the Shelby County Health Department. So talk to me about how mask breaks what will that look like from classroom to classroom? I know there might be some variations depending on the grade level, but kind of give me a high level overview understanding of what that might be.
Sure. So for mask breaks in general, what we're looking at is giving students a mask break of up to 10 minutes, only when they're socially distanced though. They have to be 6 feet away from any other child. And then that's really going to be left up to the teacher's discretion because we anticipate that the younger grades are going to need more mask breaks than the older grades, and some students may need more mask breaks than other students as well.
Gotcha.
So we are letting the teachers take that and decide what is the best way to possibly do those things in their classroom.
Okay, so I know there was some chatter in the community. I just kind of want to give you guys the best information. The kids in your school, they are staying in the classroom. They are not going to be pulled out into a virtual hub. They are staying in the classroom. Is that correct?
That is 100% correct. In our school in particular, we are going to be making sure every child stays inside the classroom and does not go to a virtual hub setting.
Fantastic. All right, so we're actually going to take you to a classroom and meet Miss Richardson, and she'll be showing you kind of what your student will be dealing with and what they're touching and what they're looking at throughout the new school year. So give us a couple minutes and we'll be right back. Hey, Collierville Elementary families, we are back in the classroom. I'm in the second grade classroom of Miss Richardson. How are you doing today, Miss Richardson?
I'm well, how are you doing?
Life is well. So we have our Collierville families here, and we just want to kind of show them what the classroom looks like during the COVID-19 times. So talk to me about what preparations have looked like for your classroom this year.
Okay, it's very different from years past, but this year we have made sure that each desk has been separated 6 feet, both front and back, and side to side, 6 feet. We have made sure that all of our class manipulatives, they're in individual bags so that students don't have to, they have their own little bag that they keep in their desk, along with their own supplies that will go in their desk. We have book bins that have their numbers that only they will touch and put their individual books in. Let's see what else. We have come up with so many different procedures and ways to have lining up. Make sure they're social distance.
They're staggered.
Right, they're staggered. Our restroom breaks, we have certain times that we'll go to the restroom that it's only our class just to make sure that nobody else is there.
What does, if you don't mind I ask,
yes.
What does the mask break look like for the classroom?
Ooh, the mask break. As long as every student is in their seats during instructional time, they can take their mask off for a little bit, and then we'll put
around 10 minutes?
I would say no more than 10 minutes.
No more than 10 minutes?
And that's when everyone is seated at a seat.
Gotcha.
And then if we do get up to move around the room or to go get something out of your backpack, everybody will have to put their mask back on.
Fantastic.
Yes.
So I do see that there's names on the desk. Can you kind of tell me what that means?
Yes, so when students come in, they have the names on, this doesn't have it on their desk so that they know where they can sit. But there's also, the names are magnetic. So if I want to switch students around so they're not in the same exact spot all year, I can just take that off and move it to another area.
So we're controlling the movement and kids know exactly where they're going.
Yes, sir.
Fantastic. So talk to me about what lunch may look like in here. I know we're limiting our mobility as best as possible. We know that comes with some limitations.
Right.
But what does lunch look like for your classroom this year?
So lunch, if you buy your lunch, it will actually be brought to you in a to-go type container.
Okay.
They will bring it to the classroom and pass that out. We'll take lunch orders in the morning that students will still have choices like they always have. They can either possibly a hamburger or a hot dog.
Right.
We'll turn that in the morning and it will be brought to the classroom. If you bring your lunch, you'll have your lunch box that you'll go get out of your backpack and just bring back to your desk. You'll eat at your desk. And then when lunch is over, we'll all sanitize.
Gotcha.
We'll have hand sanitizers. I have multiple bottles set up around the classroom for sanitize and wipes, hand wipes, Lysol wipes to wipe everything down.
Gotcha. Is there anything that parents maybe should be aware of or they may should think about when they're packing a lunch that might be helpful to you and also the student?
Yes. We are asking, since we are all in the classroom and things are gonna spill, it's gonna happen, we are asking that parents send water for the students, that just to help prevent ants and things getting messed up. Water can easily be cleaned up. And then just make sure what they bring, it's easy for them to open.
Right, that's helpful.
Maybe practice at home if it's a certain water bottle or that's something that's hard. Practice opening that at home just so that they can touch it only. And then just silverware and napkins, make sure that's packed in their lunchbox. We are collecting, teachers are collecting from different restaurants the silverware packets that come with napkins and spoons and forks. So we have extra just in case, and it's never been touched, so they can open it themselves.
Right. Awesome. So we do have some great news. The state recently announced that every classroom across Tennessee will be getting a kit. So what that kit will include not only masks, but hand sanitizer and sanitation wipes. And they should be giving that to us on a regular basis so that we do have a stockpile in our inventory. So that's super helpful. Is there anything that you might want to request from families that maybe all the teachers might need? So some extra hand sanitizer or wipes. What those items might be crucial for you?
Definitely hand sanitizer, because I know we're going to go through that constantly.
Gotcha.
Paper towels and Lysol wipes.
Awesome.
Yes.
Well, this has been an awesome time being in Miss Richardson's class. Again, 2nd grade at Collierville Elementary. Miss Richardson, is there anything else that maybe students should know or parents? How's the best way to reach you, first of all?
The best way, well, for 2nd grade here, we do, you can reach us through email, Seesaw. Some of us, you can always call the school and leave a message, and they'll bring that. They're very good about bringing the message down to us to where when we have a planning, we can call you, email you. Some of us have given out our phones, right. It just depends on the person, but given multiple different ways.
Awesome. Well, we're going to wrap up right now, and we're going to go back to the principal, Mr. Sawyer. Is there anything else that you'd like to say before we leave?
We're so excited to have everyone back. It's definitely going to be a different year, but we're going to come in and tackle this year and make it the best. Love on your sweet babies.
All right. Thank you so much, Collierville Elementary families. Have a great day. Collierville Elementary families, I'm going to wrap up our video today. I have Principal Mr. Sawyer with us with his closing statements.
Just want to tell Little Dragon families that we're so excited to have you guys back in the school. This school has been a lonely place without kids here. Our teachers and our faculty and staff are working so hard to make sure it's a safe place. We love you guys. We can't wait to see you. We've missed you so much.
Hey, you guys have a great time. Enjoy the last part of your week. And if there's anything that we can do for you, reach out to us through our website, Facebook, or feel free to give us a call. Have a great day, guys. Take care.